The 1993 Molson Indy Toronto was the 9th race of that year's PPG IndyCar World Series. It was also the 8th race on the streets of Toronto. 3 Canadians would race this weekend, including last week's race winner and hometown hero, Paul Tracy. Tracy was competing in his second IndyCar race in the streets of Toronto, just 15 miles away from where he grew up in Scarborough. 1993 was his first full-time season in IndyCar, and he was in the best equipment there was, driving for the captain himself, Roger Penske. There's an expectation for him to get into that seat and win. He had 2 wins on the year before Toronto. However, he's also had 4 DNFs, which leaves him a disappointing 5th in the points. But he had momentum on his side after winning in Cleveland 1 week prior and was ready to get win number 3 on the year on July 18th. This is Tracy's hometown triumph, the story of the 1993 Molson Indy Toronto. With 17 seconds left in qualifying, 3-time Toronto pole sitter, 1987 Toronto winner, and Paul's teammate Emerson Fittipaldi snatched what looked like a surefire pole away from Tracy, who would start second. Before the race even started, there's a mild amount of chaos, most of it coming from the front of the field. Nigel Mansell, who was leading the championship in his first IndyCar season, hit some turbulence in Toronto. He had 2 separate accidents so far that weekend and qualified a disappointing 9th. This chaotic trend throughout the weekend would also carry into the race, with one driver already running into issues before the start. Brian Bonner, who qualified 25th, driving for Ron Hemmelgarn, would miss the start of the race. For what reason is unclear, but before even a single lap passed, we were already down 1 car. To the start of the race now, and Emerson Fittipaldi would hold the lead through the first turn and take command of the race with Paul Tracy in hot pursuit. On lap 3, Jeff Wood crashed on the back straightaway before turn 3. It wasn't even an issue of him blowing a tire or having a suspension failure, he just lost it and hit the wall. With the number 42 car stopped on the side of the road, the first caution would come out on lap 5. After the race restarted, chaos would make a return. Andrea Montemini was just given a black flag for his car smoking when he entered turn 1, spun and caused a pile-up featuring Kevin Kogan, Marco Greco, and Willie T. Ribbs, bringing out a full course yellow on lap 11. The next restart was thankfully clean, and for the first time, we actually had a challenge for the lead. Paul Tracy, who had still been running second this whole time, would take the lead from teammate Fittipaldi with a clean and commanding move down the inside of turn 3. For the next 23 laps, Tracy held the lead under green. After said 23 laps, it was once again Fittipaldi taking control of the race. 6 laps later, the final full course yellow of the race came out when fluid from Scott Goodyear's car leaked onto the track. Mechanical issues made up a majority of this race's retirements. 10 out of 12 retirements during this race would be as a result of mechanical issues, which included your points leader Nigel Mansell, who struggled all day and retired in 20th with a wastegate issue. After Emerson led for another 34 laps, Tracy would take the lead and hold it until the end to get his 3rd win of 1993. Teammate Fittipaldi would finish second and take the championship lead from Mansell, while Denny Sullivan would finish 3rd. The win would pump Tracy all the way up to 4th in the championship. By season's end, Tracy would get another 2 wins, but still end up 3rd in the championship. He wouldn't win another IndyCar race in Toronto for 10 years, and wouldn't win in Canada at all until 2000 when he won in Vancouver. But regardless of his futility at Toronto for years to come, his 1993 triumph at home is fondly remembered by not just race fans in the area, but most likely Paul Tracy himself. Thanks for watching, and have a great afternoon.